Hey guys, Tony, how's everybody doing? As of right now, I wanted to do a really quick TA on Ethereum just to kind of give you guys a good understanding of where I think the market's actually headed. I do think that we are more than likely going to be breaking this mini downtrend, and we're probably going to be going all the way back down to maybe like 3,700. We are going to be closing a bearish 4-hour trigger in about 2 hours and 30 minutes. So unless we can actually break that bear trigger, or it gets canceled out, and there's a really high chance that we're more than likely gonna break to the downside. The only other time that I've seen, Ethereum around this level, let me see. So it's roughly around here, right? So we have support 4 hour around there. Last time that happened, it happened right here. We had a really nice drop on the 4 hour from 39.45 all the way down to 36.64, and then another similar drop from, let me see, something similar, probably right here. So another drop would probably be from, trying to get all the ranges that are very similar to this. So something like 47.26 all the way down to here. So $213 drop. Anything else that's kind of similar around this level, possibly here. So again, from highs of like 3,600 down to lows of 34. So it looks like roughly we can maybe expect a $200 drop, if not maybe a little bit more. So from 3,900, I would not be surprised if we drop back down to like 3,700 bucks, which would be around this range, or the bottom part of the range of Ethereum for right now. Especially on the hour, it does look like you're starting to really break under this micro downtrend or this micro uptrend, right? What you really want to do is you want to bounce off this and run to the upside. But as of right now, on the 4 hour, it's been pretty consistent every single time on every drop. So I would be happy if it doesn't actually create a bear trigger or it gets canceled and we shoot up to the upside. But it didn't break, you didn't actually break previous resistance, right? You're kind of trailing on here. You didn't actually break relative high. You didn't break previous resistance. So I'd say we're probably headed back to maybe around this range of like 3,700 bucks, possibly lower. So unfortunately, that's where I see the market right now, possibly going a lot shorter. Even right now, the 4 hour Bitcoin has yet to actually do anything, right? And you actually have the small micro trend right here. This is from a long that I was thinking about, but didn't actually break that uptrend. It's a micro uptrend on maybe, I'll probably say like the 30-minute. Yeah. So 30-minute micro uptrend, you had let's see. You had what? A lot of people think that having a bunch of touches is good. I actually think it's really bad, right? You have 3 micro touches on this like micro trend that's been going on for December 18th, since 2:30 in the morning today. Yeah, it didn't break it. It didn't break that micro trend. You're gonna close bearish on the 4 hour right now. I'd say this is probably a very easy short. And the fact that we're on very, very important support at 46.4 is a little bit scary, because if we actually end up dropping again somewhere around this range, right? And then let's go with Bitcoin, right? Let's actually just finish this with Bitcoin. So you have a nice solid resistance right there on the stochastic on the 4 hour. Where have we actually dropped before? Something similar to here, right? So we actually dropped here, right? Highs of 57.9 to lows of like 56.1, right? So like a $2,000 drop. Another similar drop right here, right? Somewhere around this range. So possibly highs of 65 to lows of, let's say, 62. So like a 3K drop. Another one right here, sort of similar range, 62.6, lows of 67. So like another 2K drop. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin $2,000 lower from right here, which would put it possibly at 44,500, somewhere around like this area right here, which is not good, right? That's not what we want. We don't want Bitcoin to keep dropping. But as of right now, it is looking more and more likely that Bitcoin's going to have another drop to the downside, especially with this continuation of the daily happening right here. Watch. So this is something that scares me sometimes. When you see the trigger like this, right? You see that? Let me see, probably have this a little bit too dark, but if you guys can see that right here, you have a green, you have a bear trigger, bullish trigger, bear trigger. That usually means continuation in either side, right? In this case, because it's bear, bull, bear, it usually means it's an indication towards the downside, which is a little bit scary. And it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? There's probably a really good chance that you see Bitcoin drop even further. And as of right now, I would say I'm pretty bearish on both Ethereum and also Bitcoin. So Ethereum to like 3,700, Bitcoin closer to 45,005, and we'll see what happens. But it's not looking all that good because you're also having the same pattern. You're also having the same pattern that kind of played out right here, right? So, right, you see a nice solid little downtrend for a while, like right here, right? So you have this downtrend right here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 before a big drop. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you can possibly see another big drop right here. But you kind of essentially have the same pattern going on from here, right here, right? You have consolidation on the downside, big drop. Consolidation on the downside, you might see a big drop. So as of right now, things are not looking good for Bitcoin or Ethereum. The only good thing is that the weekly is starting to lose a little bit of momentum right here. It's starting to lose a little bit of bear momentum. But even right now, it had major support around this. Let me see if I can get rid of this. On the weekly, I mean, there's not really a lot of support on the weekly for Bitcoin at all. Possibly like maybe 29 on the stochastic. But that's still a long way down, right? You still have not too much down, but still, like you still have a pretty decent way down. I mean, the only thing that I'm happy about is that you're almost hitting bottoms on the stochastic, but you can definitely see another drop on Bitcoin pretty soon. Like I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin drop to like 40K. Unfortunately, you're already having this candle, right? You already have the 50 MA up here. You're already having it starting to close a little bit under on the 50 MA, which is not good at all. So a lot of bad signs for Ethereum, a lot of bad signs for Bitcoin, more bad than good, really. And then even on the monthly, you still have a fresh bear trigger on the reverse MACD being closed. So if I had to take a long-ish term trade just based off of TA, I would probably be short Bitcoin on December 31st. Based off of TA, right? We can definitely rally super hard if there's like if we start pushing upwards a little bit harder. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know. I think, as of right now, things are not looking good. There's a really strong chance that Bitcoin and Ethereum both see another major drop, but we'll see what happens. As of right now, I'm thinking down Ethereum to 3,700, Bitcoin to 44.5. I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.